Hello Gunners, welcome to another video, and today is a very good one because we have some phenomenal news for Arsenal's future. It has been secured. But before I do begin, if you enjoy this video, please do hit the like, hit the subscribe. It is always greatly appreciated. But yeah, I mean, let's just get straight into it and start to talk about it. David Ornstein, about an hour ago, whenever you see this, it is on the Thursday, has said Arsenal have reached an agreement with Max Darman to sign scholarship terms, with pro deal expected to follow when he turns 17 on December the 31st, 2026. 15-year-old could have moved anywhere and for more money, but only wanted Arsenal, and terms in process of being finalised. And that is massive. It is massive. I mean, the vibes around Arsenal are incredible right now. I mean, you know what? Put in the comments down below. Give me one word to describe Arsenal, the vibes right now. It is just insane. My word, I think it's just excitement, because everything right now is happening. It's just, the future's secure. The present looks secure. The past has been put behind us. We look like we're ready to kick in. The past is actually a positive in giving us this new energy, this new hunger to just go and do what we need to do, which is win those major honours. And having Max Darman finalised, it's huge. Everybody knows how good he is. I was watching the Under-19 Youth Champions League game. Max Darman was starting. I mean, my word, he was phenomenal. Every time he received that ball, something was going to happen. He scored twice from the penalty spot. He was creating, he was finding nice pockets of spaces. Haaland has produced one of the best young talents that we'll see come through. That is my definite assessment on Max Darman. I think he's just a super talent. We all saw his cameo against Leeds. He wins a penalty. I think it's so unfortunate for him in terms of how much quality Arsenal have got. There's just no room to put him on the bench. I just saw from the Champions League bench, you saw how much quality there was on there. You're kind of thinking, if he can't get into a bench of 9, look at the bench going into Premier League where there's less options for Mikel Arteta to choose from. It's genuinely insane. But for sure, what I can say is that Max Darman believes that he'll get opportunities with Arsenal. I mean, he could have gone anywhere else. I saw Manchester United fans saying that they're going to take Max Darman away. No. You are not going to take one of the best young talents away from Arsenal, where your project is. I mean, my word, they think they got Cheeto, who can't even get a kick in. No offense to him. Great talent. But look, there's levels to this, and Arsenal will keep the talents that they think are worth keeping. Max Darman, Waneri, Lewis Skelly are all talents that Arsenal felt that they were worth keeping. We saw Lewis Skelly impacting in the Champions League. Waneri's going to get his chance. There's so many games this season. I'm looking to that Brighton game, and I'm thinking, oh, we could have Max and Ethan start in there. We genuinely could have Miles Lewis Skelly in there as well. We could field a midfield three of Miles Lewis Skelly, Ethan Waneri, and Max Darman. That would be absolutely insane. Full Haaland, with even Saka on the right. I mean, Haaland has done us a real good job. And there's other young players in there like Ibrahim, who's a very good talent. He is so good. He's a number 6. The way he has empathy on his passes, he looks a real talent too. And he's also been called up for the younger age groups in England, which hasn't happened to him before, which is a crucial sort of sign that they believe in this talent, that England as a nation believe in this talent to be able to pick him. So I think watch out for him. Brando Bailey-Joseph as well, finally a right-footed winger. He looks really good as well. I mean, Arsenal are bringing through some really good youngsters. We haven't heard of them really on the first team stage, but everyone knows about them. So Brandon Bailey-Joseph, watch out for him. Ife Ibrahim, watch out for him as well. 2 very good talents with Marley Salmon. How could I forget the centre-half? He looks like an absolute baller. But let's get into the main news, or the other news really, because Max Darman is the main news, in terms of Julian Alvarez. And there's been a lot of talk about Julian Alvarez following the game against Arsenal. I mean, my word, he was good. I mean, I don't know if it was just me, but I thought every time he picked the ball up, he looked dangerous. You saw that shot that hit the crossbar. He looks a proper player. He's gone to Spain. He's almost the main man, and he looks like he's proper taken up to that role. And I feel as though he's a player that every club will want to have. And there was reports coming out from Sport in Spain saying that Julian Alvarez doesn't quite believe in the Atletico Madrid project, and he's potentially looking on to move next summer. I mean, that would be absolutely insane. It would be insane if we could bring in Julian Alvarez, because if you didn't know, in this previous summer that's gone by, Julian Alvarez was a name that Arsenal were looking at with Victor Gyökeres. He was actually quite high up the list, and Arsenal were in little talks with Atletico Madrid to see if it's possible, but they were told 120+ million pounds, which, to be fair, if we're talking about this day and age and we're looking at the quality of players going for more, he's probably around that sort of price tag, and he's still young. He's contributed to Argentina. He looks like a proper good player. I mean, my word, could you imagine having Alvarez in there with Gyökeres, Saka. You've got players like Eze as well in there, Martinelli, who's starting to pick up. It would be crystal clear for Arsenal that this would be a really good signing. I mean, probably maybe thinking you've got to sell a Trossard, a Jesus has probably got to go, or Havertz would probably have to go as well. But there's real quality for Julian Alvarez. And I think about all the projects across Europe, and I think Arsenal are right up there as a project for any player who would want to test themselves. And obviously, Barcelona are interested, and he likes the sunny weather in Spain. But I mean, coming to the Premier League with Arsenal, if we win this title, win the Champions League, show people what we're about, because we are favourites for the Champions League and the Premier League, which is just going to show how much of a stamp that we've made going into this season. I mean, any player in the world would want to join us. It's just quite simple as that. Any player would want to join us. But let me know, would you want Julian Alvarez at Arsenal? Do you think it's overkill? Obviously, would be dependent on a couple of bodies leaving, because like I said, that bench is looking mental. Like just yesterday, against Atletico Madrid, I was looking at that bench and it didn't have a Havertz, it didn't have a Madueke, didn't have a Martin Odegaard. You know, it didn't have a Max Dowman who's been impacting. It hasn't got these players in Gabriel Jesus too. And you're thinking, oh, if we're signing players, we're going to have to let guys go, because this squad is stacked. It's fully stacked. I think probably the best squad depth in Europe, maybe, except from the Real Madrids of this world, in terms of when you're looking at the pure squad. Arsenal are right up there with some really, really, really incredible football players. And I think that's the first time where I can look at a squad and be like, if he starts, I'm not minding. Like, look at the Atletico Madrid game. I was like, Martinelli over Trossard, okay. Trossard over Martinelli, okay. You know, Eze in the 10. It could be Marino. It could be Odegaard. I'd be like, okay. With that, at that stage now whereby everyone is so good, it could be Skelly or Calafiori or Nkapia at left back. Okay. You know, we're at that stage where everybody has talent. Everyone has quality. It doesn't matter who we're playing. We can trust them. We can trust these players to go into games and really dominate and put in a performance. You know, even seeing guys come off the bench, they look hungry. They want to make an impact. And that's what you want to be seeing if you're Mikel Arteta. And obviously, as I do skim over and talk about Gabriel Jesus, he's back in training, which is huge for Arsenal. There's clips about him training with the football. He wants to make a return by December. It's going to be really interesting what we do with his future, because obviously the squad is stacked. He's on 250 grand a week. Can he make an impact for us until the end of the season? I mean, if we're able to get a fully fit and firing Gabriel Jesus till the end of the season, I mean, we'd be absolutely blessed. I mean, he was in such good form before that injury. He got goals against Crystal Palace. He got goals, a hat-trick, in fact, in the Carabao Cup against Crystal Palace. He looked so good, but such as things are, he's got injured and now he's fighting to be back, and December is what he's aiming for. Havertz is also aiming for the next month. It's great news to be an Arsenal fan right now.